here for this next game. Let's get it. Okay, we are live. Going to be really quick here, guys. Hey, guys, how you going? So, BKRsport. We just finished up with the previous game. Obviously, you can see below 26-24 to the Rabbitohs in the closest game of the round. It actually ended up being pretty exciting in the end. I've got to go get this score for the next game here, which is obviously Manly versus the Cowboys, which is a massive game because whoever wins this is in the top 8. Whoever loses this is actually going to be sitting in there. So Cowboys will go into the 8. Manly would go out if they lost. If Manly won, will Cowboys stay out? And then there's a big gap now separating between that top 8 and also the Cowboys there. But let's run through these two team lineups. I'll update the ladder when I can. For the time being, obviously hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. And let's rock and roll. So, Manly 7th, Cowboys 9th. Manly actually aren't in 7th right now. And mind you, Dolphins, this is a huge game for you because if Manly win, you go to 8th. Manly 7th, they're actually in 8th right now, though, with the Rabbitohs winning. Cowboys are in 9th. This is at 4 Points Park in Sydney. Now, the ins here for Manly, Hamoli, Olakau'atu, also Nicholas Lanaz and Tolutau Kuala, with the outs being Aaron Shubi-Shutmeister, Clayton Faulalo, and Zaydas Mugagututia. The fullback is Tom Trbojevic, who is the captain, with the wingers being Jason Saab and Lee Hopewade. Centers of Tolutau Kuala and Ruben Garrick. The 5'8" is Joey Walsh, with the halfback being Jamal Fogarty. Front row forwards are Tanila Paseka and Simeone Laafi, with the number 9 being Jake Simpkin. Back row of Hamoli, Olakau'atu, and Ben Trbojevic, with the 13 being Jake Trbojevic. The interchange, Kobe Hetherington, Corey Waddle, Nathan Brown, Ethan Bullimore, Josh Felitti, and Nicholas Lanaz, with Kieran Foran as the coach. We'll move across to the North Queensland Cowboys. No ins, no outs, no shake all abouts. Fullback is Scott Drinkwater, with the wingers being Braden Burns and Murray Taulangi. Centers of Zach Labart and Tom Chester. The 5'8" is Jackson Purgey, with the halfback being Jake Clifford. Front row forwards are Thomas McKaylee and Jason Tamalolo, with the number 9 being Reed Marnie. Back row of Helam Lukey and Jeremiah Nene. The 13 is Ruben Cotter, who is the captain. Interchange, Sonny Luke, Griffin Neem, Matthew Lodge, Cohen Hare, Sam McIntyre, John Bateman, and the coach is Toddy Payton. Prediction for this game, geez, I really don't know who's going to win it. I'm actually going to predict Manly to go and take it 1-12. I think this should be a close game. It could easily be a shambles. It could easily be an absolute error fest. But I'm going to back in Manly to get the job done here with... I'm going to back in Manly to get the job done here with Olakau'atu back in the team, Tolutau Kuala back in the team. And I just think they've got a team that should be able to get the job done here at Manly. But if it was up there in North Queensland, I might have gone the opposite way. But it will and should be a close game here. Now, let's move over to the ladder very, very quickly because a lot can change here. Now, they haven't updated the Rabbitohs into 6th position just yet, but Manly are in 8th. They're on 22 points, equal with the Cowboys, who are on 9th. Manly have a plus 133, whilst the Cowboys have a minus 17. If Manly win this game, they would go back above the Dolphins, and the Dolphins would go into 8th position. The Rabbitohs would go into 7th position. Manly would go up there into 6th position with the best points differential of the lot there. That would be where it finishes because Storm and Titans are nowhere near these guys. So Manly with a win, you'll finish off this round in 6th position and you'll be 2 points away from the Newcastle Knights there, and your points differential is far better than theirs. If you lose this, however, you would go to 9th position and drop below the Cowboys, and that is where you would finish the round. Their points differential is minus 17, but who cares? Because they'd be on 24 points. They'd be on 10 wins compared to your 9. Cowboys, on the other hand, if you lose, you will be in 9th position. But if you win, you will jump from 22 to 24. You will be in 8th position. So Rabbitohs, you will stay 6th. Dolphins will stay in 7th. Will go to 7th. And the Cowboys will go to 9th. Cowboys will go to 8th with Manly going down there to 9th. But the game has kicked off here, guys. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Manly with the ball. Tanila Paseka here at Brookie on a beautiful day in Sydney brings it out to the 12 on first tackle. And we are rocking. Jeez, we had to rush through that because that game finished a little bit later than it would typically finish. And then right after this game, guys, we got the Melbourne Storm taking on the Gold Coast Titans there at Amy Park in Melbourne to finish us all off here for what has been a pretty bad week in rugby league, but today is looking a lot better now. You know, after that previous game, it was looking shocking for the first 60, but at least the Knights came back into it. Tom Trbojevic now, he'll bring this ball to the 40 on fit tackle. As he says, I've got Manly top battle 26-20. Nick Kilson, don't forget to hit the like. Do you think teams need 30 or 32 to make the 8? Definitely 32 this year. There's even a chance of it being 34, but definitely 32. You know, for example, that means, for those who don't know, you need 13 wins in the season. Manly will still need 4. Rabbitohs still need 4. Cowboys still need 4. Dogs will need 6. Storm will need 6. Raiders will need 6. Tigers will need 6. Dolphins still need 3. Knights still need 2. Sharks still need 3. Roosters still need 2. Warriors still need 2. Panthers have already done it. So Leo Gamer, please stop spamming, bro. Yep, Mitchell's timed him out. Yeah, so Leo Gamer, please stop spamming the chat, my man. But anyway, you'll understand that pretty quickly. Tackle here at the 42, and they'll go to the left-hand side off to Jake Clifford, and Clifford's going to kick this ball down into the corner, where Manly are going to get this ball here at the 12 on first tackle. So yeah, 32 is absolutely what is needed there, Peter. There is even a chance this year of it being 34. Oh, that's a high tackle. That's a penalty. A lot of mitigation there, but it definitely is a high tackle against Reed Marnie, unfortunately, and Manly will get away with one there. I'm going to change this this colour from green. I'm going to change the colour from green because the Rabbitohs aren't playing anymore. Not playing anymore. Is Gary here? He must have had a big night watching England. Also, Fiji was demolished by England overnight in 15s. Yeah, I did see that. 1 second. There we go. Change that colour. Beautiful. Incoming water get timed out. Well, he would have heard me explain why he got timed out. All right, so first tackle now for Manly. They're going to be at the 45. 6-game mate says, watching that McGregor fight is the definition of you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Homoli Olakawatu brings this ball to the 40. Manly will get onto the attack here early. They go to Jake Trbojevic, then off to Taniela Paseka. And Paseka is going to bring this ball now to the 33 on third tackle. Manly. Can they do something here early doors? And that will really show me a lot about this Cowboys team today if they do give it up here early. Cowboys have been one of those teams that have been plodding along and getting results this season. Manly, they've been slipping a lot lately, that's for sure. They go to the right-hand side after a loss to the Bulldogs and a loss to the Eels. A tough couple of weeks, but the Cowboys will knock this ball on. And Manly, Jake Trbojevic 10 metres away. It's going to be zero tackle as well. Oh, look how slow that was from Jake Trbojevic. He just walked out there and then walked all the way back in. It was hilarious. 9 metres out. Zero tackle for Manly. Taniela Paseka. 3 metres away from the line. First tackle. 6 again. Jamal Fogarty. He'll give it to Homoli Olakawatu. And Olakawatu is going to be 3-4 metres away on first tackle. Jake Simpkins. Short ball into the line for Simeone Leafi. But he cannot get there. 1 metre out. Second tackle. Manly get this ball all the way across to Joey Walsh. Joey Walsh at the back now to Tom Trbojevic. Tolataquola. A little bit of speed injection, but he'll be at the 4 on the third tackle. Oh, Ben Trbojevic had a rampaging Tommy T just then. Jamal Fogarty, Olakawatu. That was an awful pass from Olakawatu there. Awful pass. It'll be a knock-on from Ruben Garrick. Knock-on from Ruben Garrick. Just as they were really doing some good things there, Manly. I don't like the fact that we've seen a couple knock-ons in the first 4 minutes, though. Knowing what these two teams can be like. Don't like it. Don't like it that much. Don't like it. So the Cowboys at the 20 on their own side of the field. So first tackle now for the Cowboys. Oh, the Cowboys are the only team in the league that have a positive win-loss record at 4 Points Park, apparently. Really? Third tackle now at the 40. And now they'll bring this ball here to the 50 on fourth tackle. Fourth tackle at the 50. Let's just see this error rate here today. First 20 minutes will tell you a lot about the old error. Will tell you a lot about how this game will go if you just see those errors pile on. And Manly will get the ball and then get crunched back at the 8 on first tackle. They roll back Ruben Garrick off to Tolataquola. And Quola now will be at the 10 on second tackle. Both these... the Cowboys, I just don't know. What's been a game this year where they've looked just seriously quality for the entirety of the 80 minutes? I'm sure I'm going to think about it. What is a game this year where they've looked quality for the entire 80? I just don't know. They go to the right, Tommy Trbojevic. He's going to bring this ball here to the 40 now on fit tackle. Good run, good post contact as well. And Jake Simpkin gets it back to Jamal Fogarty, and he'll kick this ball down into the corner, where it should be an easy grab here for Scott Drinkwater. Only a few more games left for him before he heads off to the Dragons. So who's their fullback next year at the Cowboys? Have they made a signing, or who is there? Are they putting Tom Chester or Jackson Purdue, or who are they putting back into the fullback next year? Manly going for their 1,000th win today. Look at who's ahead of them. And South's really impressed, over 1,000 wins since joining the comp in 2002. And that a knock on, is it? No, it's a penalty to the Cowboys. Penalty to the Cowboys here after a high contact from Manly. Murray Talunga. Who contacts him high? Oh, okay, yeah. Jamal Foggy does come up with a lazy high hit there. Oh, jeez. I just realised I've got the Titans Storm going after this. I think the Cows playing as Purdue at fullbacks next year. Damn, it's going to be interesting. Purdue at fullback. I just don't know how that ultimately benefits the Cowboys. What is the improvement that you'll see? He's moving from a 5'8" to a fullback. So then, I guess they're going obviously Clifford and Tommy Dearden, but 5'8". It's just a little bit weird. I don't know how much it benefits the Cowboys by going from Drinkwater to Jackson Purdue. Cowboys, Tamalolo taken down here at the 15 on third tackle. They'll go out to the right-hand side. That's a knock-on from the Cowboys. Well, no way have they not called that as a knock-on. Are we serious, referee? What? How on earth is that not being called as a knock-on? Anyway, Manly going to get taken back in goal here for a dropout. What the fuck, referee? Bro, you're off your head, man. You're off your head. How on earth is that not a knock-on there for the Cowboys? That's obviously a knock-on there from McKaylee, and then it's obviously another knock-on from McKaylee. There's two knock-ons there that he's missed. Two knock-ons that he's missed. Don't worry, they'll still go on a random 5-game win streak next year, and Peyton will get an extension. Yeah, this is true. So Cowboys will get this ball here from the dropout, and it's going to be Cowboys ball 23 metres away from the line. Murray Talunga to Ruben Cotter, and Cotter's going to be now 18 metres away. And give it out to Jackson Purdue off the Drinkwater. Cowboys right through. Tom Chester. He's going to score a try. It's off the back of an awful call, though. It's off the back of an awful call, but it's also a very easy try there for Tom Chester. The defense of Manly was not awake there, and Tom Chester is just going to run straight through it. Oh, man, you just hate to see that, because I don't want to be talking about the fact that that was off the back of an awful call, which benefited the Cowboys. But either way, though, Manly's defense not good enough, and Tom Chester will score under the post. 4-0 with a kick to come. Hopefully, St. George men's team better next year with... Okay. So 10 minutes gone here, guys. 30 minutes to go the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. 4-0 Cowboys. About to be 6-0, though. But, geez, that defense was just nowhere near good enough. You can't blame the Cowboys for it. At the end of the day, the referee was the one who missed the knock-on call. Plural. Tom Chester, season 7, career 11. Dude, what was that? Yeah, Jake Chapoyevich, way too slow in defense just now. Way too slow there from Jake Chapoyevich defensively. That knock-on wasn't even checked. You can't check it. It was in the play. It was in the middle of play. And it was, what are you talking about? It's got nothing to do with Bunker's got nothing to do with it. The bunker cannot make a call there. It's not up to the bunker. It's up to the referee. Dragons aren't playing once again, Ellie. Yeah, the Dragons are not playing here, so I'm not too sure. Mitchell, same thought process at the same time. Not too sure why the conversation is being heavily revolving around the Dragons right now. They are on a bye this week, and with all due respect, they're one of the lesser interesting teams, if not the least right now, to be talking about during a Manly versus a Cowboys game. Very irrelevant to the current conversation. But anyway, 6-0 to the Cowboys. And the Thomas McKaylee. Oh, dude, you got smoked by Tyler Tauquola and Ben Jaboyevich just then. Reed Marnie the right side. Just don't make an error off of points here. That's the main thing. And there is going to be a stoppage to the play here. What's happening here? Ben Jaboyevich looks okay. They've stopped the game here because maybe there's a HIA for Ben Jaboyevich. McKaylee. Oh, it's a bit of a head clash there. I can understand it. He'll have to come up with a HIA. Yeah, it's a head clash between McKaylee and Ben Jaboyevich. Like, he got up fine. He looks like he's okay, but he did have a head clash. And he will come off. What a great Sunday. The football quarters, rugby league, and saving the best till last. Mighty Titans to win, hopefully. Yeah, we had some good football games today. Very controversial with England winning, but the Argentina game was just incredible. The Julian Alvarez strike to win that game was just brilliant. So Ben Jaboyevich is gone for a HIA. Why is it a penalty? Why is it a penalty? Anyway, so it's Cowboys ball here at the 30. The Cowboys out to the left to Jake Clifford. And it'll be first tackle now at the 30. On first tackle. And now Ruben Cotter brings this ball to the 40 on second tackle. Streets won't forget Haaland's World Cup. It's just so frustrating because, like, at the end of the day, you'd love to be sitting here saying belly and brilliant, you know, England get through at 6 again with the Cowboys. You'd love to be talking about the actual football, but everyone's talking about the fact that the ball very clearly hit the sky cam, the spider cam, like, very clearly. It's amazing, and that's what they literally scored a goal from, which is what sent them to extra time, because otherwise it would have stayed 1-0. Well, you don't know what it would have been, but there wouldn't have been 1-0 when it happened. It wouldn't have been 1-1 when it happened. Third tackle. It's just shit, man. It's shit. Cowboys now bring this ball to the 15 on 4 tackle. Because you don't want to be talking about that. You want to be talking about the game. And now Cowboys, they'll be the 4 on 5th tackle. Reed Marnie goes through, kick through. I think, is that knock on man? No, it's going to be touched down by Manly, so it'll be a dropout. Dropout coming on up here. Dropout coming on up. Manly put this ball down. Slow start for Manly. Slow start for the old Manly right now. With your travels, would you run with the balls in Spain more brutal when people get hit? I would. It's super dangerous, but I would do it. I would never say no to really anything. That's going to go out in the fall here. So that's going to be Cowboys ball to 10. I would do anything. Yeah, I would. That's very dangerous, though, they're running with the balls. But yeah, I'd get around it. And now Cowboys are going to be 3 meters away. First tackle. Now roll back to Reed Marnie. He gets it across here. Right-hand side to Clifford. Purdue. Chance here. Quick passing. Braden Burns. Straight time for the Cowboys. It's 10-0 here with a kick to come. Belinda Sharp is saying he's gone out here, though. Belinda Sharp is saying that he's gone out. So they're going to check the bunker here for the touchline. Talking to a guy that's... Okay. It wasn't actually a dog, by the way. And Braden Burns, his right foot's going to go out for sure. 100%. Oh, 1,000,000%. Well out. Well, Belinda, why have you even set it up to the bunker? Why can't you just make that call? Like, he's out, like, past the line, and there's, like, this much of a gap between the ball hitting the ground and whatnot. Like, it's a clear out from your thought process. How have you not just admit... Regardless, it's the right call, but it's just like, why don't you just call it instead of going to the bunker? Yulawani says, I want live game today. That's great. I want a Ferrari. Well, you're looking for an illegal stream, so this is why you can't see the live game here today, and I want a Ferrari. But I don't have the money for a Ferrari, so that's why I can't have it. Just like you obviously can't have the game broadcast because you don't have the money to watch it on the services. Third tackle now at the 30, the 35 on third tackle. Oh, yeah, they've got to get the sponsor showing. Yeah, you're right. 6 again, even Manly. It's going to be first tackle to hit the 40. First tackle. And they go Taniela Paseka. And Paseka now to the 50 on second tackle. He's hurt himself a little bit. Out to Joe Walsh. Nearly a high tackle there, but he'll get this ball to the 40 on third tackle. At least this is looking like a more competitive game than most games we've seen so far. Well, all games. Again, it was only the last 10 minutes that was competitive, Knights and Rabbitohs. And Jake Boyvich's headgear has come off, as per usual. Jamal Fogarty, Oli Kawatu, short ball, great offload. Jason Saab's away here, Jason Saab's away here. Jason Saab, great defense there in the end by Scott Drinkwater. You don't usually see that because he's usually awful defensively, but that was really good. Now go to the left to Jamal Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty puts it up. Oh, it's a great take by Braden Burns. And he'll be taken down to the 20 on first tackle. He's live on 9. And now Cowboys to the 33, and that's going to be 6 again. Jeez, this ref is loving a 6 again here today. This ref is really loving putting the whistle in his mouth today. Second tackle here. What's his name again? He's one of the outer ones, the newer ones. Peter Goff, that's right. He's loving getting himself involved in this game. And they go to the right-hand side of the Cowboys, and they'll beat the 45 on Manly side, get the offload away. Comes back to their own 50. And then he'll Lukey to the 40 on fourth tackle. Reed Marnie to McKaylee. McKaylee to Ruben Cotter. And Cotter now will be 30 metres away, fifth tackle. I tell you what, it would be really nice to be at Brookvale today. It's a beautiful day, and I know that what that afternoon would feel like there. Jason Saab with a great catch at the 15, first tackle. Be a great afternoon. Grab a brewski, nice little beer. Grab a hot dog or whatever you can at the stadium and just chill out on that hill. Oh, the hill will be such a good feeling today. I feel like the older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated Manly. When I was younger, Manly was a shithole. But now, the older I've gotten, like, the more I actually respect Brookvale. And it's compared to, like, when I was younger, Cronulla was, like, awesome. And now, I think Cronulla is, in terms of the stadium, because I think Cronulla... Oh, Tom Trbojevic away here, Tom Trbojevic away here, Tom Trbojevic right through, Jason Saab, Jason Saab, Jason Saab, Jason Saab, Jason Saab! Slapped him! Try time for Manly out of nowhere too. Tom Trbojevic has a nice little play at the middle, breaks through, and then gets a pass away to Jason Saab. And Saab will score, and he will make it 4 points. And it will be probably a 2-point game any moment now. Jake Trbojevic, Jamal Fogarty, Tom Trbojevic. He steps on the inside there of a really poor Jake Clifford defence. And then as soon as he's away, he's obviously got Jason Saab to his right. And Saab, as soon as he's got the 2-on-1, you know that's a guaranteed try. So try time there for Manly. It's probably about to be 6 points to 6. Really nice step inside there from Tom Trbojevic. He just knows that Clifford's bought too much on his outside. That's a huge play. And that was really, really good stuff there from Tom Trbojevic in terms of his speed that he got through the line with as well. Is Saab still the fastest bloke in the NRL? Or there's Loffy, there's Saab, there's... Adokar's not the same speed anymore. You got Dom Young, but Dom Young hasn't really done it lately. I'd love to see Saab versus Loffy. Saab and Loffy would be a good battle. That would be a good battle. Sloane's not a part of that. Sloane is fast. He's faster than a lot of guys in the NRL, but he's not a part of this conversation. He's definitely not a part of the Dom Young, Loffy, Jason Saab guys. I saw Sloane get caught by Phil Sami. Phil Sami's fast, but he's not at this level. But to be fair, Phil Sami always gets underrated for speed because, like, we saw Phil Sami at Adokar's peak catch Adokar. He did catch Adokar and also beat him out for a race to the corner as well. 6 again says Loffy has Saab. Oh, Hamis is another one, Jake. Yeah, you're right. Loffy has Saab when it comes to acceleration. Yeah. Yeah, 100 meters you probably might back in Saab, but like across the short spurts, you'd definitely be going with a Loff. like, to be fair, if you've got Loffy going up against Saab and Loffy gets a ball on the run, he will set up a 20-meter gap pretty quickly before Jason Saab can get into stride. And I think that Loffy will just score from there. But if it was like a 10-meter, like a 5-meter gap or something like that, I do think that Jason Saab probably would be able to catch him by the 100. Tom Trbojevic, if you know what I'm trying to say there. Manly now be at the 40. Last year's Saab should have just stuck to athletics. Had a bad year, but has a better year this year. Well, then why should have he stuck last year to athletics? Tom Trbojevic is away again here. He's away again here. Tom's killing him right now. Fifth tackle at 35. He's had a good year this year, so why should he be stuck to athletics? And Jamal Fogarty is going to put that ball up into the air. Chase through here is good. The Cowboys get it at the 5. It was awful camera work there from the broadcast. Weeks, Mariner, or Savage. Mariner's not amongst these guys. Savage would be here. Kyle Weeks probably would be here. Dean Mariner's not amongst these speeds. But Weeks and Savage you could add to it. Third tackle now for the Cowboys. They'll be the 15. It is interesting that Tommy Dearden is travelling with the team week in, week out, despite the fact that he is obviously injured. Jason Saab could catch Loffy, but it would make no use. He's got piss sweet defence. Well, this is true, and that's why Loffy's broken away. So, oh! That's a knock-on. He reached back, but he pulled it forward. Like, he pulled it towards his body. So if he's facing towards his goal line, and then he's pulled it this way, it's a knock-on. That's called a knock-on every week. Commentary's talking about it too. That's called a knock-on every week. Manly got very, very lucky there. That should definitely have been a knock-on against Manly. Kohler's another one. Yeah, Kohler is another one. 20 minutes to go the first half here, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Jake Trbojevic and Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty to Tom Trbojevic, Jason Saab, and Jason Saab to the 40 on 4 tackle. Kieran Jess. Yeah, it's so difficult, but I would say really it's between your Hamisos, your Loffies, your Dom Youngs, and your Jason Saabs. And it's going to be caught by Scotty Drinkwater. This is the most quality game we've seen so far this weekend. Like, there's not many errors. It's actually just not really end-to-end, but we are just seeing real grind in this game at the moment. You are seeing real grind. Adam Reynolds, definitely not in this conversation here, champion. All these cats are lucky Keith Galloway is retired. He has them all beat for speed. I always remember when Gus Gould started, when he was commentating, was like, "Go, Keithy!" And I think it was Rab said, "Shut up, you idiots! You're meant to be unbiased." That was probably a good 10 years ago now. Go, Keithy! Too funny. I think it was Rabs who said that. For the younger generation who don't know Rabs is the greatest commentator of all time in rugby league. Ray Warren. First tackle now for Manly at 35. You do miss him, but when you really think about it, you do miss a guy like Ray Warren. Rabs was awesome. Hamoli Olakawatu's away here. Olakawatu's away here. Oh, taking under 40. Good run. Second tackle. Oh, he's grabbing at his face here. Bench boy, which failed his HIA, by the way. Failed his HIA. He's grabbing at his face here, Hamoli. I don't know what happened here. Where is he claiming a high hit? I don't know where he's claiming a high hit here. All right, so Manly ball at the 40. And Olakawatu, there's not going to be any penalty or anything like that. But I don't even know where he's claimed, but he's still down right now, so obviously something's happened. Third tackle. See through that bait, Peter. And they go to the left-hand side here, Todd Takwalder, and they're going to be at the 50. See right through that bait. Fourth tackle now at the 50. And Corey Waddle. They'll get this ball to the 45 now, fifth tackle. And they'll give it out to the left-hand side. Joey Walsh, fifth tackle here, Todd Takwalder. Kohler found some space. He's away. Oh, bro, it's fifth tackle. What are you doing? Oh, no, Kohler. That was good until it wasn't. Then he just got taken down at 15. He had to offload the ball at the back. Yeah, he finds a gap there. That's great, but it's selfish to not throw this ball. You know it's fit tackle. And Griffin Neem's coming there. Tom Chester makes a great tackle. Why aren't you throwing the ball back at any stage? Oh, knock on from the Cowboys, and Manly going to get this ball at 20. First tackle, and North Queensland, love that broadcast. They didn't even show it because they were showing replay, but Tom Chester will lose that ball on first tackle, and Manly will get an attacking opportunity here 20 metres away from the line. 20 metres away. Do, 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 do. We were a little lucky, Gary. Really? You were a little lucky? England were a little lucky this morning, Gary. Really? A little? A little? A little? Really? First tackle now for Manly. Pretty significantly lucky is what I would say. Joe Walsh, left-hand side, Tolotau Kuala, Lihabawane. Try time for Manly. Try time for Manly. It's 10-6 here with a kid to come. Lihabawane goes in. And they do take the lead here. 16 minutes to go to first half. Lehigh goes in. 10-6. And it should be 12-6 because he gets back underneath the post quite well. Yeah, we should have a penalty. Okay. Stop it, Gary. Stop it. Your only goal in the 90 minutes came off of a deflection from the spider cam. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Gee whiz. Yeah, Jess, it'll be on Wednesday against Argentina. Or is it not Tuesday? Hold on. What day is it? It is... oh, that's right, yeah. So I'll actually be in Kazakhstan for that game. I will be live for it. I'll be in Kazakhstan because that's a great time for me. Both those semi-finals will be at 11 p.m, so I'll be live for both the semi-finals. 100% guaranteed, by the way. Spider Cam is English. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock Holmes. Jess, since I missed you, Blaze, I kept coming to see if you had a stream. So I left the stream up on the sole purpose that you guys could use it as a chat. I will be definitely there for the Argentina versus England game because I'll be in Kazakhstan, so that'll be on at 11 p.m. my time over there, which is a good time slot for me. But yeah, I deliberately 4 a.m. is just rough, especially when I'm doing 3 NRL streams yesterday, 3 NRL streams today. And I've also, got a whole heap of other things. So it was just too rough to be able to get up and do that. Oh, he's missed the kick here. He should definitely have been getting that. He's missed the kick, so we'll say 10-6 Manly with 15 minutes to go to the first half. So yeah, I left it up so you guys could use it as like that you could talk to each other. So 15 minutes left to go to the first half. So just remember that for future, guys. Like, even if the stream didn't necessarily go ahead, you've still got the chat there. The old Fogarty misses that kick, and it will stay 10 points to 6. I'm just glad we've got a close game here that's actually close from the start. That's all I'm glad for. So Manly. Leo Bawada gets to sport the 5, and Nathan Brown brings it out to the 15 on first tackle. They go out to the right. And they'll lose 3 metres there. Be second tackle on 13. I can't wait. Oh, to be fair, next year's Saturday games are going to be full on. We're going to have 4 games, but... Oh, knock on Manly after points. Fogarty is having a nightmare. Misses that kick, drops that ball. Also made a mistake earlier. They're going to challenge it, though. Okay, well, if this is an unsuccessful challenge, it's an absolute nightmare for Fogarty. Challenging the call here, Manly. They're just looking to see if there's any strip here. No, he's just lost his ball here. Oh, wow. No, they're going to say Jake Clifford does strip the ball. They're going to say Clifford strips the ball. All right. Well, it's going to be Manly ball. A Manly penalty. What about 4 games next year? Well, the Perth Bears come in next year, so we've got 18 teams. That means we will not be getting a bye every round. We will have only the big byes in the middle of the year again, an origin period. So we'll have 4 games on Saturday next year. They've already kind of said it they've already basically said it through the new broadcast. And then Yeah, when we eventually end up getting 20 teams by 2029, 2030, we'll probably have an extra game added on Sunday. So first tackle now for Manly, unless they go the Monday night route like they used to have, or if they go a second game on Thursday, but that's unlikely. Hamoli Olakawatu gets his ball to the 45 on second tackle. And Jake Simpkin gets it across to Nathan Brown. Brown now to Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh underneath, and they'll be at the 50 on third tackle. Third tackle. 6 again. Massive for Manly. Kobe Hetherington, huge run to the 40 on first tackle. Massive run to the 40. Now they go to the left-hand side. Jake Simpkin. Joe Walsh. Toltau Koala. And Koala's going to be inside the 20 now. 15 metres away from the line. Second tackle. Second tackle. Off to Jamal Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty and Nathan Brown. And Nathan Brown's going to be at the 14 on third tackle now. Jake Simpkin to Jamal Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty at the back now. Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh. That's on the inside. Before tackle. 9 metres out. I already nearly fell asleep by game 3. Are you talking about yesterday? Or are you talking about today? Hamoli Olakawatu! Try time for Hamoli Shamoli. Try time for Hamoli Shamoli. It is 14 points to 6 with a kick to come. Well, right now, Dolphins, you are in 8th position. Actually, I've got to update this ladder. Because the Dolphins are in 7th right now because of that Rabbitohs loss. They haven't updated the ladder yet. Why have they not updated the ladder yet to put the Rabbitohs into 6th? Well, Manly, right now they're in 6th. Rabbitohs are in 7th. Dolphins are in 8th. And Cowboys are in trouble. Because the points differential, they're essentially 2 games behind the top 8 right now. Essentially. But it says 4 games in 1 day is just ridiculous. 3 games a stretch. Who wants to watch 4 on the same day? Yeah, well, I will do it, though, you know. It's what we will do. That's what we will do. Gary says, come on, Manly. Yeah, 4 games is going to be hard, man. Because the thing is that you would have to bring... Other than that, you'd have to bring in like a 3-game Sunday slate, and then every single weekend is 3-game Saturday, 3-game Sunday. Unless they bring on a Monday night game, which they used to have, but the crowd sucked, but the audience on TV was massive. Like, I would love to see, personally, I would love to see Monday Night Footy back, but it just causes a lot of problems. Yeah, first game would be at 12. It's like what they do. They have sometimes 4-game Saturdays. They have, like, the preseason this year. I think they had earlier in the season, they had a 4-game Saturday too, actually. Let me have a look at the preseason. I'm pretty certain they did. 1, 2, 3. No, that was round 3. Round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they had a 4-game preseason. Warriors, Manly, Tigers, Roosters, Knights, Bulldogs. Oh, he's at the post and he will miss it. Nightmare from Jamal Fogarty. And then it was Dragons, Rabbitohs. Yeah, 4-game Saturday into a 1-game Sunday, which was just stupid. But yeah. So just a reminder for those who don't know about that, when there is an even amount of teams in the comp, you will not see a bye every single week, which is what you see now and what you've seen for a while. You won't see a bye every single week. Prof Talk says, could Cowboys win? Not sure why I put money on it. I tip Manly. Look, Cowboys could win this game, but I just don't think the Cowboys on paper have a better team than Manly, and I think that Manly have been better than the Cowboys this year, and I think the Cowboys have been a bit of a false economy. I think they've been a bit of a falsity where if you watch their games, they're not actually special. Like, they're not an amazing team, but they just get the results done. Like, if you look at that Panthers game, it's a prime example. They weren't actually good at all in the first half. It was a horrific half from both the Panthers and Cowboys in the first half. And in the second half, they just did their business and got over the line. It wasn't special, but it was just tough, and they did their business. Same thing went against the Roosters, where both teams were just awful in that game, but the Cowboys just got the job done because they were less awful than the Roosters, and they just got the job done. Most games for the Cowboys this year, they're not actually unbelievable. They're actually not that great, and you look at their attack and defensive numbers, and you'll see that. across the year, where when they were in the top 4 at one stage, they were 10th for attack and 10th for defense, and you were just like, what is this? How is this team 10th for attack and 10th for defense, but in the top 4? Because they were grinding out those games where both teams would be awful, but they were still finding a way to get the 2 points, which is the most important factor of a team, to get the 2 points, but also it shows the false economy in terms of where they are on the ladder. For example, the Knights are in the top 4 right now, but yet most of their statistics are actually situated around down here. So this Knights team should probably finish off around down here, more so in kind of the 6, 7, 8 range, but we'll see. Because statistically, that's where they're shaping up to be. And the Cowboys have statistically come back down to a place where we expect them to be. 6 again here for the Cowboys. They're 20 minutes away from the line. 10 minutes to go the first half, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Cowboys taken down to the 15 on second tackle, sorry. And they give it across now to Jake Clifford. Clifford across. Got Drinkwater. Jeremiah Nene. They're at the 3. But that doesn't mean the Cowboys can't win this game. It just means that they're a bit of a false economy. They give it short in the middle. 4 tackle. They get the offload away. Jake Clifford, he kicks his ball into the corner, and that's an awful kick from Clifford, and Leha Hapawade is going to bring this ball out of the 10 to the 15 on first tackle. The Bunnies are going strong. Wait for Latrell Mitchell to return. Well, I wouldn't say the Bunnies are going strong. Strong is not the word you'd be looking for, but the Bunnies are doing enough to get by at the moment. Manly's winning if their defense locks in. Cowboys might win if they score a try soon. Okay, well, that last comment tells us nothing. But the first one, Manly's winning their defense locks in. Well, defensively this year, they're 2 very, very basic comments with all due respect, man. But Manly, with 290 points against them so far this season, is the 3rd best defensive team in the competition. Panthers and the Warriors are the only 2 teams better than them defensively. So, yeah, Manly should be winning this game. Like, for people who bet on the Cowboys, for example, this is why. Kind of these streams, I'll explain statistically and whatnot, because not everyone's going to go and have a look at statistics. Cowboys get the ball here at the 5 on first tackle. But statistically, the Cowboys this year have given up 406 points, right? Manly have given up 290 points. So Manly have conceded 116 less points than the Cowboys this year. And attacking-wise, Manly have scored 34 more points than the Cowboys this year, with 423 point score for Manly and 389 point score for the Cowboys. So both attack and defensive metrics here lean towards Manly. Manly are also the better team overall. They are finishing, they're higher on the ladder right now. They are also at Brookvale. So that's why it's like, okay, if you thought it was an underdog selection for the Cowboys, I get it. But if you think it's because the Cowboys are just simply a better team so far this season, well, that's actually incorrect if you look at the statistics of it all. And also, the last time these 2 teams played each other, Manly went up to North Queensland and flogged them by about 40-odd points. So it's like, it really didn't make a great deal of sense. Cowboys can still win this game. They can still turn this around. But it doesn't make sense pre-game to get on the Cowboys for this game, in a game that means that whoever loses is out of the 8. Cowboys are already out of the 8. Reid Marnie goes straight on through here. Oh, it's double movement. Oh, I don't know. This might be... it's going to be double movement here from Reid Marnie. Penalty. This is going to be a reach out here from Reid Marnie. It'll be no try. It's going to be a no try here. It's going to be a no try here. Reid Marnie goes down. Arm touches the ground there. About 5 meters out. And then he's going to roll. And then he's going to reach out. 100%. Oh, bro, look at him. He's reaching his arm out, man. What do you mean if there's momentum in the tackle? He's reaching his arm out, bro. Well, it's not. Like, okay, he's rolled over, but he's also reached his arm out. That is what a double movement is. His arms hit the ground like 3 meters away. It's tucked underneath the torso. Yeah, and then he rolls forward and reaches his arm out. Extends the arm. Correct. Commentary. Bro, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh, commentary pisses me off, man. Like, you know the rules. Why are you arguing for that being a try, commentary? You know he extends the arm, and his arm is under his torso, hits the ground, and then once it rolls in free-flowing motion, sure, that is a try. And free-flowing motion, but you can see he extends his arm after it's already hit the ground. Commentary, you are lying to the people who are casuals of this game who don't understand the rules fully. And now they're going to go to Instagram and go, Cowboys have been robbed of a try here. They're going to go to Instagram and they're going to argue, saying that commentary said this, so that means that that's 100% true. and the Cowboys been robbed. You are lying to the audience. You know full well that's the correct call in regards to a double movement. That's a penalty here beyond the horizontal. They don't call that, though. Second tackle at the 40. I hate when commentary does that. You're smarter than this. You watch every game too. You're way smarter than this. You know that that's a double movement. It's flat out just simple. Nikhil says that was a try. No, it wasn't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nikhil, pass it from commentary and pass it to you, because that rant that I just had about the commentary is also directed at you now if you thought that was a try. If you thought that was a try, that rant that I just had just then, Nikhil, is now directed at you as well. So it's going to be Manly over the sideline and it will be Cowboys ball. That's Kevin Walters for you. Oh my gosh, it's Kevin Walters and Andrew Voss. Oh my goodness. Commentary's paid actors don't take their word for face value. You don't. Most people here in the chat don't, besides maybe Nikhil right now. I don't. But we're not the issue. The issue is people who are currently watching this who don't watch the game that much and don't really have a great understanding of the rules, listening to every word the commentary says as if it's fact, and then just going based off of that. Because that's clearly a no try. Like, it's blatantly a double movement, but yet they're arguing for it to be a try. And it's just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then they will eat that up, and they'll go to social media and say, oh, well, Kevin Walters, he knows what he's talking about. That was a try. It's like, well, no. 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 That's going out in the full here, and Manly will get this ball in a good position at the 50. Luckily, were we? I haven't been that pissed off with Blocker Roach this year in comparison. I'll put that out there. Blocker Roach this year, I feel like it's been a lot more limited on commentary, but I definitely haven't heard Blocker Roach as much this year as previous years. Or maybe he's just been reined in a little bit. But I wouldn't say Blocker's been the most annoying this year. Kate says his ball-carrying arm hits the ground and he reaches out. That's a textbook double movement. If he slid over, it would be fine. Exactly right. Exactly right. That wasn't aimed at you either, Blaze, for people in the chat. Brendan said... Oh, okay, yeah. Fair call. I didn't think it was aimed at me. Now I'm starting to feel like it might have been aimed at me because you said it wasn't aimed at me. Kobe Hetherington's going to get the 25. That's because they're eager to be heard, mate. There are some headlines that appear that just aren't stories or no one is interested in. Manly now get this ball with the 15 on 4 tackle. And they go out to the right-hand side, off to Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown now is at the 10 on 5th tackle. I hate when commentators say it's the rules, but it should be a try, but it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I've been known to say stuff like that too. Then again, I'm not an official broadcaster. Jamal Fogarty kicks his ball through for himself. Dropout coming up here from the Cowboys to Manly. 4 minutes to go the first half. To be fair, like, I'm not going to hone on that because I have said that myself before. With that being said, I can do whatever the hell I want here on this channel because this is my channel compared to being an official commentator. So this might actually be a penalty. Jamal Fogarty's been held back there. To be fair, it should have been a penalty. I'm not too sure why they haven't called that up. And that's going to be Manly ball at the 15. There's a penalty there for a push in the back against the Cowboys. Yep, Manly penalty. It's a clear penalty against Braden Burns. AC said, this has been one of the greatest weeks watching your streams. NRL this week has been absolutely outrageous. Hey, Knights Rabbitohs was at least decent. This one here is at least something so far, but Manly could blow it out now. Knights Rabbitohs, the only good moment was the first 20 of this game, the last 20 of the last game, none of the other games. None of the other games. They go to the right-hand side, Jamal Fogarty, Tom Trbojevic, but I feel like Manly might blow this game away now. I feel like it's getting to the point Manly might blow this game away. Nathan Brown out to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty, Tolutau Kuala. Tolutau Kuala looks for the space. 3rd tackle at 10. Oh, it just makes Tommy Jaggers driving crazier. Dude, that try being given is outrageous. It's Chris Butler again, mind you. He's very much well known for his bunker decisions. Jay Simpkin, 4th tackle. Now 5th tackle, 2 minutes away. Bunker asleep after making one common sense call. Yeah, fair call. Manly, wow. Oh, Joey Walsh. That is a brilliant pickup and a brilliant kick there. For him to not knock that ball on and then to put a beautiful kick through for Hamoli Olakau'atu to score 18 points to 6. Kick to come. Manly probably blow this game away now. Right before half time too. Look at this from Joe Walsh. The ball's going to be an awful pass there from Simkin. No, from Jake Trbojevic. Jake Trbojevic with one of the worst passes you're ever going to see. It literally is hitting the grass as it gets to Joe Walsh. Oh, he's lost the ball. It's a knock-on. Oh, this might be a knock-on. It's close. Like, you can't blame... Yeah, it's going to be a knock-on. You can't blame Joe Walsh for that. You've got to blame Jake Trbojevic. You've got to blame Jake Trbojevic. It's just a knock-on here from Joe Walsh, unfortunately. Right hand of Joey Walsh. And then, yeah, before it hits the ground. And then, yeah, it does bounce back up into his hands. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's on Joey. That's on Jake Trbojevic, not on Joey. Pass was awful. Awful pass. Minute 42 to go here, the first half. So John Bateman to play this ball at 10. And Braden Burns to the 15 on first tackle. Well, Cowboys, you get lucky there. Because otherwise this game would be inkling towards being another blowout. Oh no, common sense calls from the bunker. Complete outrage. Jeez, common sense in the bunker. That going hand in hand is just... There's no way that's true. No way. Cowboys now bring this ball to the 15. And 6 again. John Bateman to the 45 on first tackle. First tackle. There's no reason John Bateman should still be in the league. Oh, he's there, mate. He's there. Massive Tigers legend. Big Tigers legend, Mitchell. Maybe probably the best Tigers legend of all time. Maybe the ultimate Tigers legend. Forget Benji. Forget Keith Galloway. Forget Curtis Sirenen. And forget guys like Alex Twal. You know, we're talking big Johnny Bateman. And I'll go to the right side. Reed Marnie. They'll be 15 metres away from the line. Fifth tackle. Cowboys now Reed Marnie at the 10. What the hell was that, Reed Marnie? What the hell was that? Back to Reed. He'll now kick this ball across. Murray's Jason Saab. He's going to catch that on the run. He might get taken on the sideline here. It was great work there from the Cowboys. Or better work there from Jason Saab, though, to catch that on the run and then not knock it on. He thought he was going to go the distance of the field, though. Prof Talk says, this is the type of luck you're talking about for the Cowboys. This is the type... What do you mean by that? This is the type of luck you're talking about for the Cowboys? So I'm not sure what you mean. Toltau Kuala looking for some space. He'll be at the 20 on third tackle. Tigers have one legend. It's Robbie Farah. What? What? Robbie Farah. See, this is confusing, right? So fifth tackle down for Manly at 45. The reason I'm confused is because Robbie Farah is a legend, but also that would mean that what you're saying is like kind of legitimate. But also, we all are very well aware that there's not just Robbie Farah. So this doesn't make any sense. Like, Robbie Farah is a legend of the Tigers. He is a great player for the Tigers and a legend of the Tigers. So you've just blown my mind because it's just like, what are you really saying? What? Because it's not like a joke. Like that would make sense if you said, "Oh, there's only one legend for the Tigers and it's Charlie Staines." Be like, okay, yeah, I get it. What you've said Robbie Farah, who is a Tigers legend. So I don't get it there. But anyway, it's going to be half time here. 14-6 to Manly. They just simply were the better team there, and they just simply were the better team, and realistically should go on with the job here. But let's get into the halftime stats and read through how it's all panning out. Don't forget, got Storm versus the Titans right after this one. And God bless my soul, but hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Manly 14, Cowboys 6 at 4 Pines Park in Sydney. Jason Saab, Lee Habawada, and Hamoli Olakawatu with the tries. Jamal Fogarty 1 from 3. With the Cowboys, Tom Chester try, and Jake Clifford 1 from 1 of the conversions. We go to the possession. And we go 57% here for Manly, 43% for the Cowboys. 14% swing there in favour of Manly. It makes sense. But then again, the completion rates are very similar here. That's a hefty amount of possession swing in favour of Manly. It means it's quite dominant from them. You go to time possession, 16 minutes and 8 seconds for Manly. 11 minutes and 45 seconds for the Cowboys. 25 minutes is the threshold. We're seeing basically 28 minutes here. 16, 11, 27, 45, 7, 52, basically 28 minutes there, right? So very, very healthy. You go to the completion rate, 80% is what you're looking for here, and it's 85% for Manly, 18 from 21. Very, very happy with that one from Manly. And the Cowboys, they are at 17 from 22 for 77%. So that's not it's not spectacular. It's not spectacular. It's not awful, but it's also not that great, obviously. You want to be seeing above that 80%. It's still really, really close to it, though. It's still super, super close. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to find something right now. I can't get it. 1 second here, guys. Sorry, I'm just... I'll have the shop, and then I'll complete these stats in a second. Oh. I don't know. Where it is. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know right now. Sorry guys, I'm super distracted right now as I'm trying to... I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I've put this. 1 moment. Anyway, we'll just get back into it and I'll figure that out after. I do need to figure that out before halftime finishes. So, but anyway, so 77% here for the Cowboys, 17 from 22. That is, not quite there. Now, runs-wise, 86 runs for Manly for 835 run meters. They're only 25 meters behind the 10 meters in average per run that you're looking for. That is pretty good. They're very, very happy with the run meters department. 25 meters behind is fine. 74 for the Cowboys runs-wise for 673 run meters. So they're basically 70 meters behind the 10 meters in average per run, specifically 67 meters behind it. It's not too bad, but obviously Manly's still better with it. So if you give those extra 12 runs to the Cowboys, they're probably getting to about maybe the 780 mark if they have 86, something like that. Maybe the 780, 790 marks. That'd be about 30. That'd be about 40, 50 meters behind Manly. So Manly are doing better with the ball. Now post-contact meters, 289 for Manly, 203 for the Cowboys. Manly killing them with that one, even with the extra 12 runs. There's no chance that the Cowboys get 86 post-contact meters from 12 runs. So Manly are clearly just the better team in that department there. And then we move to... we move into the line breaks. 6-2 to Manly. They're crushing them in terms of line breaks. Just absolutely crushing them. Tackle breaks, 22 for Manly, 17 for the Cowboys. The Cowboys missing plenty of tackles there. The average set distance, 25 metres and below, is pathetic to the stream of. 25 to 30 is disgusting. 30 to 35 is underwhelming. 35 to 40 is hit the marker. 40 to 45 is great. 45 to 50 is fantastic. And 50 plus is basically perfect. Well, Manly are at 39.94, so the upper end of doing the job. It's nothing great, nothing fantastic, but it's not bad. They're just okay at the moment at a pretty decent okay level. And then Cowboys are at 30.46, which is just underwhelming and getting close to a disgusting level. Very, very low. 35 metres is the threshold. They're at 30.46. Not good enough. Average play the ball speed, 3.19 seconds and below is extremely fast. 3.2 to 3.39 is fast. 3.4 to 3.59 is average. 3.6 to 3.79 is slow. And 3.8 and above is extremely slow. Manly are 3.55 seconds. You're going to get timed out for that one there, Daniel Foster. But 3.55 seconds is on the average category there for Manly, whilst for the Cowboys, they're at 3.46 seconds, which is also in the average category. So just a really normal speed there from both these teams, and there's nothing really pacey about it or too slow. Offloads 4-2 for the Cowboys, are both quite low there. Forced dropouts is 2 to the Cowboys, 1 to Manly, with the kit defusal 100% there for Manly and 86% for the Cowboys. Effective tackle percentage, 85% and below is awful, 85% to 88% is underwhelming, 88% to 90% is hitting the marker, and 90% and above is essentially perfect. The Manly Seagulls are at 86.19%. That is underwhelming. That is just simply not good enough there. 156 tackles made, which is below the typical 160 to 180 range. 17 missed tackles is quite high for that limited amount of tackles. 15 and 17 is the average, and then 8 ineffective tackles is above the average of 5 to 7. So that means that is a 25 bad tackles in the first half through only 1 of 56 tackles made. It's underwhelming. And then you go to the Cowboys, also underwhelming. 87.79% here. 187 tackles made is above the typical range of 160 to 180 by 7. Missed tackles is 24, so that's 7 above the average of 15 to 17. And the ineffective tackles is 2, so that is 3 below the average for ineffective tackles of 5 to 7. 26 bad tackles, 25 bad tackles, but the Cowboys have made 31 more tackles in total, which is why they have a slightly better metric there in statistic for the effective tackle percentage, but it's still underwhelming. You go to the errors, 3 and below is really good, 4 to 6 is average, and 7 above is awful. Well, both teams, they're actually pretty normal in the errors today. 4-4 could have easily been the opposite, but 4-4 is pretty good for both these teams. Penalties conceded, 4 is high for the Cowboys, 2 is still getting pretty high for Manly. Ruck infringements, 4-1 against Manly, that's high. Inside 10 metres is 1-0 against Manly, and on reports is 2-0 against Manly. So Manly have clearly been the more ill-disciplined team. No, it's pretty equal, actually. 5-7. So 7-5, no, actually, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-5 in terms of ill discipline here from Manly. So, yeah, no, it would be Manly clearly more ill-disciplined overall. But defensively, it's pretty similar. Forced dropouts is similar. Offloads is similar. Play the ball speed is similar. Average set distance is definitely an advantage of Manly. Tackle breaks in advantage of Manly. Line breaks way in advantage for Manly. Post contact far in advance of Manly. Run meters far in advance of Manly. And the completion rate far in advance, well, not far, but in advance of Manly, but the possession is way in advance of them. So, look, Manly should go on to win this game, but it's not technically over yet. Like, it's not over yet. But right now, it's looking pretty much like Manly should just be getting the job done here. Like, they should just be getting the job done here. But we'll see how it all pans out. That's the halftime State of Mundos, and hopefully it keeps on with a rocking game. Hopefully we get a close game, but it's probably unlikely, isn't it? It's probably unlikely. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run to the bathroom here and also get something from my bag. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. We are back. Home the NRL says Manly should go on with it, but Cowboys are just that type of team. Are they this year? Are they a second half team? I'm not too sure. Like, when they're leading at halftime, I would say they are the type of team that would just hold this game out here. It's still really close, still only 8 points. But for mine, I just think that Manly has shown the better here. When Cowboys get into range, they've been relatively dangerous. But overall, I do think that the Manly Seagulls have just simply been a better team so far. And they should just get a job done here at Brookie. Again, if this was in North Queensland, this game could have been completely different. But being here at Brookie, beautiful Sunday afternoon in Sydney. It's a dry track. Tommy Trbojevic killing it. Yeah, they lost Ben Trbojevic early, but Hamoli Olakuatu is killing it. Tolutau Koala is killing it. And right now, Manly are just a little bit... Like, Jamal's having a pretty poor game, really. Jamal's not having a brilliant game, but In the day, they still lead 14-6, and I still think they should just go on and get the job done with it because, yeah, they haven't been anything spectacular, the Cowboys, but they are only down by 8. So I just wouldn't say that the Cowboys are necessarily a second-half team unless they're leading. Because, like, if you go through the Cowboys' recent games, the bye last week, the second half was like they won that last 10 minutes very cleanly, but the first 30, it's just that they were holding out on a halftime scoreline that was, I think they'd taken a penalty maybe. No. I think they actually took the lead. That's right. Actually 10-10 until the 72nd minute there before they scored 2 tries to win that game. And it's not, but then again, that was a tied game. And then if you go back to the game beforehand, that was the game against the Warriors where they got done over. The Dolphins, the game before that they got done over. The Raiders, the game before that they got done over. The Rabbitohs game where they a second half team and it's won. It was even 2 tries apiece in the second half. Like, they're not really known for coming back, but if they're in with a good chance, they can, like, the last 10 minutes, they do tend to score quite a few tries. Again, you look at that Panthers game, you look at that Rabbitohs game, you look at a couple of those games there. Overall, they do know how to score a couple there, but overall, this Manly should just get this job done here at Brookie. If it wasn't at Brookie, it would be, I'd probably say the Cowboys would be up 14-6 instead. But then again, when they played each other earlier this year, Manly flogged them here. They flogged them at North Queensland. What was that score again? They flogged them up there. Where was it? There we go. 38 points to 6 to Manly. That was when they were on that massive streak under Fosball. They were on that massive streak. And now the Fosball has slowed down a little bit. Obviously, there's a bit more criticism for Manly at the moment. They kind of want to get this out of their system now before the finals. Obviously, they lost to the Eels last week, 23-14. Yeah, they had a great performance against the Storm, 30-4, but they lost 13-12 to the Bulldogs. They were dodgy against the Rabbitohs when they won 28-14. They were dodgy against the Sharkies, 28-22, and they were dodgy against the Titans when they won 12-10. So ever since round 12, they've looked a little bit lesser, but they do need to. They've got Titans next week, so they'll be very, very happy with that one. I'm very happy with that one. Apparently, Cowboys have a good record at Brookvale. Yeah, they have a winning percentage here. They do. I don't read too heavily into that kind of stuff. Like, for example, Queensland have an undeniable record at Queensland, yet they've lost the last 2 deciders there. That's why I don't really look too heavily into that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, it's just another footy field, and it just comes down to who's the better team on the day. And I think that ultimately, I'm going to sneeze here. Oh, I hate that feeling when you're going to sneeze that you can't do it. I think that ultimately Manly should be the better team here and they should get the job done. But yeah, the Cowboys do have a better record here at Brookvale than I think they're the only team with a winning percentage, actually. I think they're the only team here with a winning percentage. That's the most painful feeling, especially when you're streaming too and you're commentating, you're talking, and you feel like you need to sneeze, but you can't sneeze. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. Still waiting for the second half to get going. Still waiting. And Manly are about to come out here, Blues Corp Stadium. Yeah, but the thing is, Nathan, is that we've won the last decider in New South Wales too. So it's like we talk about that, but then, our response is, okay, well, we also won the last decider that was in New South Wales, which I'm sure next year probably is there too, isn't it? I think next year, first game Queensland, second game Auckland, third game New South Wales. I'm not, and I think we've got a really good winning record at a core stadium too. So it's like the same thing works on the flip side. It's just that the most recent one was New South Wales. So Tropic has Manly 59%, Cowboys at 41%. A game and a half to go here. Don't forget we've got Storm Titans right after this. I just don't know how much energy I'm going to be able to put into the Titans today, you know what I mean? Like, skip forward and you just see me going nutso, but I just don't know how much energy I've got for that final game. But obviously it's my team, so you're still going to get plenty of energy. But yikes. I definitely need to rest after this one finishes. After this day finishes. So Manly, they will kick it away, and the Cowboys will receive the ball like the second half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Cowboys bring it to the 15, to the 20 through Cohen Hess. And it will be first tackle here for the Cows. They get it across to Johnny Bateman, and he'll now be at the 25 on second tackle. Do a backflip. I couldn't even do a backflip if I had all the energy in the damn world. Third tackle now at the 35 for the Cowboys. I reckon the Titans pull off the upset and Sammy a double. Well, I've noticed that the only people that keep talking about the Titans game right now is Dragons fans, and every time I see it, it's always about Phil Sami scoring a try. So it's like, I know why you think the Titans win, because you want Sammy to go well because he's going to your club next year. You shouldn't actually want the Titans to win. This is going to be a penalty to the Cowboys for a high tackle against Manly at the 45. You shouldn't actually want the Titans to win, because if we win, we'd go back to 3 wins ahead of you. Right now, you're within 2 wins of the Titans and 3 wins of the Broncos. You don't want us to go to 5. Well, like, if we win today, we go to 4th last, so above the Broncos and Eels. But you don't really want that. Titans of the Storm. Well, it's very beneficial that we get to play the Storm without Munster, but it is down there in Melbourne, and they desperately need a win. So Cowboys now at the 40. And they'll be at the 30 on second tackle. Reid Marnie to Jackson Purdue. And now they'll be 25 metres away here on third tackle. Wouldn't Dragons fans want the Titans to lose? Yeah, for sure. But we're both in support of Broncos losing. Fourth tackle now to 20. How about that one, Edson? Both Dragons and Titans are in support of that one. Cowboys, fifth tackle. They get the offload away to Manly. Ruben Garrick grabs this ball. They pass the ball straight to the Manly, and they'll get out of trouble. I'm just really hoping that Adama Hole has a really big game here today. He's been so disappointing recently. When he's on, he crushes it. When he's off, he's just so poor. So I really need Adama Hole to have a massive game for the Titans today, and I want Keanu to obviously kill it too. Oh, that's a high tackle. Well, I definitely think that should be classed as high if the previous one was called high. Manly to Ethan Bullimore. And he'll now be at the 25 on fifth tackle. This is Broncos for the spoon. Hey, look, let us get enough wins. You guys get enough wins, and then, yeah, I'm here for it. Oh, no. Oh, wow. He's lucky there. Drink water. They didn't call it as a knock on. Very lucky. Nearly made a mistake. He does well to catch that. And Braden Burns out to the 40 on second tackle. I think the Eels have probably avoided the spoon. Like, 6 wins. I don't know if the Dragons can get another 4. But their points differential's not that far away from them. But it's just that 4 wins. Like, that's probably a bit too much to expect from the Dragons in 9 games. Or 8 games. 8 more games. Lukey. Taking out of the 10 on fifth tackle. Good work there from Tom Trbojevic. I don't know why commentary said Ben Trbojevic. That was Tom Trbojevic. That's caught by the Cowboys, but it'll be fifth tackle. And Manly receive the ball here at the 3. Okay, at least the Cowboys are having a crack here. That was a great run from Lukey, but fantastic tackle one-on-one there. Tom Trbojevic and Helam Lukey. This is good defense, and the Cowboys keep him down here, keeping this area. Come on, make a good game of it. We've already seen one. At least it ended as a close game between Knights and Rabbitohs. Let's see 2 straight close games here. Jake Simpkin off to Lee Hopewade. They're struggling for meters right now, Manly. Michelle Storm should be on the fraud list. I really don't understand why this is still being brought up. Guys, the Storm are not on the top 9. How can I put the Storm on a fraud list? They're not here. This happens every day. Someone's like, oh, well, you should put this team in the fraud list, or you should put that team in the fraud list. The Bulldogs should be on the scam. The Storm should be on fraud. It's like, guys, they're not in the top 9. What do you want me to, how can I put them on fraud or scam? They're not even in the top, they're not in the top 9. So how can I do that? The Cowboys will go across here to Braden Burns at the 30. We have this conversation every single day. Every single day. A6 says that should almost be a timeout. It's like, it's pretty common sense. Like, how can I put them on a fraud list if they're not even visible on the screen? Third tackle, which should tell you right there that they're worse than scam. And John Bateman brings this ball to the 38 on fourth tackle. And they're 35 metres away for the Cowboys. Reed Marnie gives it to Jackson Purdue. Well, close to forward pass there, probably flat. Fair tackle out to 23. Manly have just really fallen asleep in the second half, though. They haven't come out with a bang. Cowboys definitely have. Jackson Purdue at the 20, kicks it through. Probably played it there from Manly. 6 again. Okay, yeah. Look, Michelle, we're going to have to... Just read the room, please, Michelle. That's what we're going to do. We're just got to read the room there, man. So, Reed Marnie, Cowboys now, they're going to be losing the ball, and Olakawatu's going to get it, and that's going to be 0 tackle for Manly at the 20. I'm surprised that wasn't called as a strip there from Olakawatu. I don't think the Peter Goff has had a good game here. I think, and it's also a first tackle, so if it's, well, that means that it was a strip, but it's definitely gone as a knock-on from Olakawatu. So, I think Peter Goff's having a rough game here. Second tackle, like it's either a Manly knock-on or a Cowboys knock-on, and if it was a Cowboys knock-on, then it should have been 0 tackle, but it wasn't. And obviously they didn't call it as a Manly knock-on. Manly hit to get this ball back at the 40 on 4th tackle. And Leo Pawada, it was a penalty. Manly received a penalty. It's been a pretty average set, but they'll get away with it. They'll get themselves into pretty good attacking range. Yeah, it is a high tackle. It's not awful, but it is high. So Manly go into an attacking opportunity. Dude, my brain is like hitting a wall right now. My brain is hitting a wall at the moment. It's a good kick, so they'll be at the 40 on the Cowboys side of the field. I do feel like if Manly score next, they probably just run away with this game. If Cowboys score next, the game is well and truly on and all fired up. But if Manly score first in the second half, especially with the Cowboys dominant pressure in this first 7-8 minutes, you just say that Manly probably just take it away. They go to the right-hand side, Jamal Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty will be at the 25. They go to the left-hand side to Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown, Joey Walsh. Joey Walsh gets the offload away to Ethan Bullimore. Bullimore goes out to this left wing. Good running from Ethan Bullimore. Look at the strength of that run. 4 tackle now at the 10. Simpkins, 6 again. Back to Bullimore. Back to Tom Trebojevic. Tom Trebojevic. 3 meters away from the line. Yep, Titan Storm after this one, tight. As the final game of the round. God help me. Nathan Brown, good pass inside to Hetherington. No one followed through. Second tackle at the 5. Jamal Fogarty, short ball to Olakawatu. Olakawatu will be at the 5 on 3rd tackle. Don't mind 10.5 Titans line. Well, no Munster playing the game too, which benefits. And Kobe Hetherington, 4th tackle now 8 metres away. 4th tackle. Jamal Fogarty. Tom Trebojevic off to Tonto Koala. Knocked on from Manly. Cowboys ball at 10. Sniffer Johnny good for hangovers? Yeah, you know, it would be. It would be. Yeah, for sure it would be. Everyone in Thailand's on him. So 30 minutes to go here to game here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. 30 minutes to go and Manly lead 14 points to 6. Cowboys ball, though. The knock on. I need me a sniffy jar. Yeah, no, they're good. They're only very cheap. I know Olivia ended up buying one because she was always seeing us doing it here. They're dead set so cheap. They don't cost much at all. Cowboys taking down at the 30 on 2nd tackle. If your team's that shit, they aren't on the screen. That's a you problem. Yeah, that's shout out Panthers there, really. It's going to be Cowboys taking the ball back to the 30. Like, why are you playing the ball again? Like, referee. They tell them to go back, and then they don't actually even go back. Touchdown, I think it's 14-6. It is. Yeah? Did I say it wrong? Or did I say it wrong? Because the score is on the screen. Did I say something else? So, 5th tackle now. At the 45. And Jake Clifford He'll kick this ball down here to the 15, where Tom Trbojevic gets it. And he takes it out now to the 25 on first tackle. 29 minutes left. Now, 50 yards are good. Like, I don't really think they do much, besides, like, wake you up and just smell like Vicks, essentially. And they give it across now, left-hand side. Joe Walsh, Lee Hupawade. Bit of a slow grind at the moment. Third tackle here at the 30. It's a bit of a lull. The commentary picked up on that at the exact same time that I did. A little bit of a lull in this game as we currently speak. Nathan Brown gives it across to Jamal Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty to Tom Trbojevic. And Tom will be taken under 45 on fifth tackle. My team are in fifth. You shouldn't be, but sure. Sure they are, but they definitely... they definitely shouldn't be. But sure they are. Sure, that is technically true, but yikes! I'm going to change this ladder too, actually, because the Rabbitohs will go up. The Rabbitohs will go up. There we go. All right, so that one. Now I've got to move this around. So fraud alert is on Manly. Scam is on Dolphins, and Knights are absolutely on fraud alert. There we go. Rabbitohs just nestled in between at the moment. And they'll be knocked back even the Cowboys, but Manly will pick it up. Nathan Brown. And Brown will be taken out of the 10 on first tackle. It's why you need the whole table when you can see a fraudulent team. Has this game been much better than other games, but also still not unbelievable, but it's been much better than most games this weekend, for sure. I enjoyed the first half. Just the second half has been quite slow, but the first half was pretty good. First tackle at the 20. Third tackle. My OCD is shaking that fraud and scam are not aligned with. Really? Okay, a little bit. Well, okay, how about this one? How about this one? How about this for your OCD? How about this one for your OCD? How about that one? How about that one? That's the best that we're probably going to be able to do for you there, man. It looks all over the place, but like, don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. So they're going to hit this ball down here to the 15. And now that Braden Burns will bring it out to the 25. Make it worse for fun. Yeah, how do I do it? Maybe like this. Oh, and like this. Maybe like that. How about that one? You like that? You like that one there, Gary? Does that look better? Does that look better like that? How about that? How's your OCD feeling now? Third tackle now for the Cowboys. That'll be a 35. I tip the Titans scores an upset tonight. Hopefully Munster is out, so hopefully Zane Harris. A 40-20 attempt here from Reid Marnie. Oh, but it bounces over the 25. Bounces over the 25. Okay, I'm going to fix this a little bit. There. And there. There we go. The only thing that's annoying me is that the Rabbitohs are like squished in between. But the thing is, if Manly win this game, the Dolphins scam will go to 8th, and Manly will come off a fraud alert with a win because they'll go up to 6th, and it will just be Dolphins on scam down there. I might think about a Cowboys fraud alert. No, I won't put a Cowboys fraud alert. Manly now will be at the 45, even though they're definitely fraud alert. Like, they absolutely are, Cowboys. Jamal Fogarty gives it to Ruben Garrick. Garrick now breaks it through, and he'll get this ball to the 50 on third tackle. And they go to the right-hand side. Nathan Brown. Fourth tackle. Cotter comes on for Bateman. Simpkin to Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh, Tom Trbojevic. I feel like who scores next wins this game, by the way. Even if the Cowboys score next, they'll be down by 4-2. But I still feel like whoever scores this next try probably wins the game. And Tom Trbojevic catches it. It's fifth tackle. Gets the offload away to Jay Trbojevic. Why is he kicking it? It's 6 again for Manly. Wow. That is so lucky. It's going to be 6 again for Manly here. 15 metres away from the line. King Moran will save the day as always. Well, this is true. King Moran will. There is no worries from Titans fans. King Moran, you might see 20 tries by Adam Mahal today. Jamal Fogarty to the 5 on third tackle. Adam Mahal and Keanu Kenny might score 70 tries combined today. 6 again for Manly, 15 metres away. Joey Walsh. Really risky offload, but Olakwatu gets it at the 15 on first tackle. Set restart, 6 for the Cowboys, 5 for Manly. Damn, referee's loving the whistle today. He's loving the whistle today. Olakwatu, right wing. Oh, no, that's bad from Olakwatu. On first tackle as well. Double knock on, but it's a knock on against Manly. So Cowboys ball to 10. Olakwatu. Oh, dude. Jason Saab wasn't on there either, to be fair. It's a bit selfish there from Olakwatu. If you were going to pass it, you had to pass it way earlier. Manly have been disappointing in this second half so far. First half, they were good. Jess Manly, what are you doing? Did you get on something with Manly, did you, Jess? Oh, penalty to the Cowboys. Manly did not pack the scrum quick enough. So Cowboys will receive a penalty. There we go. All right, so Cowboys kick it out to the 30. Are you watching the game, Jess? Well, probably is, but also it's right. Manly have been not great in the second half. Cowboys haven't been great in the second half, but they've probably been the better team in the second half. The Cowboys just can't score. Manly were the better team in the first half, though. But it is a bit of Manly. What are you doing right now? The Olakwatu passing that ball after, like, that was a bad knock on from Olakwatu on first tackle going down the right wing. Look what happens when Brandon Wakeham doesn't play. It turns into a shitter. No, this isn't as bad as the games this weekend, man. This is nowhere near as bad. Cowboys, they're through in a nay. Oh, it gets taken down last second by Jamal Fogarty. Can't understand Peyton getting extended. Technically, they're playing better, but what's the change of inconsistency continues next year? Yeah, just horrific, bro. Like, I've said this the entire time. It's like Adam O'Brien for years. It's like Adam O'Brien, bro. He just keeps getting chances. Knock on from Manly. So this is going to be a fresh set here for the Cowboys. 10 metres out. Have another go at it here, North Queensland. Get yourselves back into the game. 0 tackle, 10 metres away. Jason Tamalolo. He is going to be 5 metres out, first tackle. Jason Tamalolo. Rolls about to read Marnie. Gets it through. Taking down 4 metres out from the line. Cowboys make a game of it here. 6 again for the Cows. Reed Marnie. Quick play. Knock on there from Jake Trbojevic. Now give it out to Jackson Purdue. Jackson Purdue, 5 metres out, first tackle. Another 6 again here. Reed Marnie to Ruben Cotter. Ruben Cotter now gets it across to Braden Burns, and Braden Burns is going to get this ball 10 metres away from the line. Now second tackle, Scott Drinkwater. He gets it across to Harlem Lukey. Lukey! Oh, so close. 1 metre out, second tackle. Second tackle. Oh, well, that was just poor defense from Manly, and Braden Burns will score. That was awful defense from Manly, and Braden Burns will score 14 points to 10 with a kick to come. 20 minutes to go to game, and we have got a close game here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We have got a close game here. Yeah, Manly shitting the gear. Yeah, no, they are falling away here in the second half. That was really poor defense there at the play the ball. Really poor defense at the play the ball there from Manly, and Cowboys are going to be down by, well, maybe 2. Maybe. I did say before that I thought whoever scored next actually would probably go on to win this game. So maybe Cowboys find a way. Wake up Manly, we're throwing this game away. They definitely are. So 20 minutes left, and if they can get this conversion, it will be 14 points to 12, and game on, baby. Lucky Cowboys, remember you called it, make the most of the best mistakes. Remember you called it? What do you mean remember you called it? Unless you're saying that I called it in terms of like whoever scores next probably wins. Well, I did say the Cowboys, if they scored next, they would probably go on with it. And did say if Manly scored next, they'd probably run away with it. So if I'm going to be consistent, I should probably back into the Cowboys win from here. But it's very much up in the air. I did tip Manly before the game, though. Well, Manly will be out of the 8 with a loss here. Whoever loses this game is out of the 8. Your analysis on Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys, they just get 2 points. Like, they don't look great. They're never great. Like, they're never... Oh, it's an awful kick from the Cows. It'll say 14-10, 19 and a half minutes ago. Like, they're never great to watch. But they just get the 2 points. So that's why it's like I would not be surprised if they just find a way to get the 2 points here. It's not been a great game for them by any means at all. Like, it's just so strange that they get as many wins as they do, but they simply do get the wins. It's such an odd team. Kieran Foran's coaching form is regressing back to the mean. No, not really. Like, it's just It's just that Manly are in that time of the season. They're having that slump, and it might continue. The slump might just continue. But you know, this is the last real week of Origin impact. But then again, not that Manly's would have been impacted too much by Origin, besides Caller and maybe a little bit of Hot Molly, but not too much. Manly is still in the changing room from half time. Yeah, I would agree. I'm not willing to just rip into Foz now. I think that Manly need to refresh this roster post-year regardless of what happens this year. I do think they do need a bit of refreshing. Did Kevin Walters just say the Titans are a very hard side to beat on the commentary ahead of that Storm Titans game? Give out the back to Jackson Purdue. And that's a high tackle. That's a penalty. Yep, penalty Cowboys here. They're throwing this game away, Manly. They're throwing this game away. Cows do just enough to get wins on the board, but you wouldn't be confident of doing anything in the finals. They get slapped in finals. They do enough to get through this season, but they're nothing special. Like, they're not unbelievable to watch at all. Like, they're not exciting to watch whatsoever. But they just find ways to get the 2 points. I agree, Kevy. No, I agree with him, but it was just a surprise to hear randomly. That's a penalty. That's pass horizontal. Cowboys probably should have got a penalty there. 22 metres away, first tackle. Taumalolo, short ball, forward pass. That's 1,000,000% forward. That's so bad from the Cowboys. That's so bad from the Cows. Tips and shambles this week. Did you tip Manly or did you tip Cowboys? Got the Warriors. I think most people should have got Warriors. I think everyone should have got Warriors. I got the Sharks. I really think everyone should have tipped the Sharks, but people didn't look at the lineups for the most part. Not that there's an excuse for 66, but just to win in general. Did take the Bulldogs against the Raiders. Got that wrong. There's no way you tip the Eels over the Roosters. No way. Knights Rabbits was a 50-50. I took the Knights. Lost it. Is what it is. Took Manly in this game, though. It's not like a shambles, but it's not perfect. Joe Walsh nearly gets through here with the 33 on second tackle. Goodness me, both teams showing some bad moments. So third tackle now at the 40 for Manly. And they go to the right. It's going to be 6 again. Ethan Bullimore. Ethan Bullimore. He will get this ball to the 45. Now, second tackle, Ola Kawatu. And Ola Kawatu is going to be at the 50 now on second tackle. Jay Chabuevich to Taniela Paseka. And Paseka now gets his ball to the 45 on third tackle. Manly get a crowd chant going. Joe Walsh at the back to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty at the bottom. That's away. Great ball. Couldn't find the pass back to Jamal Fogarty, though. Fourth tackle at 25. Jay Simpkin gets it to Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh to Jay Chabuevich. Hasn't been as bad as it could have been this weekend. Well, these two games right now have been saving it in terms of the last 20. Saturday and Friday can go in the absolute bin. That's just going to be thrown over the side. No, it's going to be touched from the Cowboys. Fresh set here for Manly. Fresh set for Manly. Yeah, there's a touch there from Tom Chester. So this is going to be a chance for Manly to go and score and take it to a 2-score game again. Home the NRL Dolphins were favourites without majority of their Origin players, mind you, and people excuse 66-0. There is no excuse for 66-0. There is no excuse for 66-0. None. Not whatsoever. If there's a Dolphins fan here who would like to excuse it, please argue it. I look forward to your deep analytical insight into why 66-0 is okay, just because 3 attacking players were out. Third tackle now 5 metres away from the line. Jamal Fogarty and Simeone Leafi. He will bring this ball to the 7 on 4 tackle. Jay Simpkin, Jamal Fogarty, turning on a Paseka. And Paseka is going to be 4 metres away. Correct, Levi. Spot on in regards to that. Jamal Fogarty kicks it through. Trot-time! Jason Saab. Jason Saab at tread time. Tread time for Jason Saab. It's 18-10 with a kick to come. Manly. With a trot time. And here we go. Jason Saab. 18-10, kick to come. Levi says if Dolphins lost 30-16 or something, I'd excuse it, but 66-0 is just disgusting. Yeah. Losing by anything less than 20 was, you could make the excuse. And losing by anything less than 14, you can make the excuse. But if you're losing 18 plus, 20 plus, there's no excuse. And 66-0 is disgusting, as you said. Manly, they go in. 14 minutes to go here in this game. 2 tries today for Jason Saab. Not convincing Manly, but you're doing the job. I think Manly have been definitely more convincing than the Cowboys. But yeah, I wouldn't say this has been ultimately a great deal convincing. Damn, Jake Clifford having a stinker on Supercoach. He's got 16. I don't have him, but... This song always comes at this time of the game. Sweet Caroline. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Now, is Manly still too clunky for my liking? Agree. We are still lacking in the forwards. Also agree. Origin period is over, so no excuses from now on. Yep. A tough game at the Goldie next week. Well, we did beat you there 30-12 last year, but also I want to see how we play against the Storm. We have a lot of home games the rest of this season, though. We have a lot of home games. Like, out of these next 9 rounds, I think we only play away 3 times. I think we've got 6 home games. Or it might even be 7. No. Yeah, it might actually even be 7. I know we play the last 3 rounds in a row at home. No, I think we have... I think there's 3 more away games out of the last 9. So Jamal Fogarty from this right wing, he will have an absolute shocker of a game. 18-10, 13 minutes to go to game. Misses the kick. 1 from 4. If he had have gotten 4 his conversions, 4 from 4, they would have won this game already. It'd be 24-10. They're not coming back from 14 points down, 13 minutes to go. 8 points is still nada. Still nothing. I remember a Dolphins fan at the start of the season trying to argue why they'll finish first or second. So that was GTGT. GTGT is still around here. I think he was actually on this stream here today, or maybe the last stream. I was GTGT. GT is a Dolphins fan. The thing is that with GTGT, that's an individual thought process from that's a knock on Manly. Cowboys get the ball here at the 35, at the 30 on first tackle. 0 tackle, actually. You can understand like what he's trying to say, but it was just the wrong time of the season, and it was flat out biased at that time of the year. Like, if you had to wait a little bit, because that was before they had adjusted their game plan and adjusted away. We had no proof for the backing of first or second. No proof. If they had have made that, if GTGT had have made that argument about 4 or 5 weeks later, before they actually got into the top 4, but they had already adjusted the way that they showed, they actually showed us that they were changing, I would have actually listened to it. But the Dolphins, this is what they do every year. 6 again here for the Cowboys. They're going to be 5 metres out on the line. First tackle. 6 again. Long story short, it was just the wrong time to come out with first or second for the Dolphins because there was nothing to back that up statistically at the time. Nothing. It was just pure bias. But then the longer the season's gone on, they adjusted their game plan and then you could start to see it, and now you definitely can't see it. Tamalolo. It'll be a 3. But again, they've got a good run home. There is a good run home, but they're not doing jack and finals. Right hand side. I give it to over the top. Chancey, Braden Burns. Try time for the Cowboys. 18-14 with a kick to come. This game is still on. This game is still on. Dolphins Parramatta was my top 2 preseason. Still doable. You're a Muppet. You're a Muppet. Top 2, Dolphins and Parramatta. That's unbelievable. So 18-14 with 11.5 minutes to go here of the game. Cowboys are in. We got a game here, folks. We got a game. Yeah, he gets it down. He gets it down. Garrick, back to goals, please. Yeah, probably. Jamal missing quite a few today. This game would have already been done for mine if he had got those kicks. I don't even know why the commentary... Commentary's having an absolute shocker today, by the way. Like, it's clearly a try there. Commentary's having a shocker. Levi says, if goal kicking loses... if goal kicking loses us another game, I'm going to lose it. Yeah, there is that potential. There is that potential that happens because you have missed quite a few. And Clifford, he is going to miss that one too, actually. So it's going to stay 18-14. They're just going toe-to-toe in regards to missing their conversions right now. But 10 minutes to go to game here, folks. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. It's reasonable to say when they're playing like a top 14. It wasn't reasonable at the time he said it. It would have been reasonable about 4 or 5 weeks later. But I would have at least listened to it. I would have at least listened to it if we had have seen some form of change. We hadn't seen any form of change at that time. All right, so they kick this ball down here for the Cowboys at the 10. And it'll be Cowboys and Dolphins next week. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's actually a big game at this point of the table. It's actually a very big game. Cowboys are desperate for a win. Dolphins, you're close to out of the 8 if you lose that game next week. Because Manly are about to go in at 7th. Dolphins, you'll finish off the round in 8th. Cowboys' points differential is not good enough. But if they win, they'll be equal with the Dolphins. Forward tackle now. JC would kick those. JC is not amazing of a goal kicker. Jason Tamalolo at the back here at the 45. Chester. Oh, I thought he was going to go through there. Fit tackle at the 40. And they'll kick that one away here. I thought they might have been offside just then. But it's going to be knock on Manly. Yep, knock on Manly here. He wants to challenge that here, Tom Trbojevic. I did think the Cowboys might touch that. Peter Goff's had an absolute shit of a game. Peter Goff has been awful today as a referee. They're going to challenge this here, Manly. I'm not sure in regards to this call, but it's just Peter Goff has had such an awful game here today that I would not be surprised if this is overturned. And... oh, this is an knock on Cows. Jake Clifford's right hand first. Yep. Peter Goff has had an absolute shocker of a game. He's had a shocker of a game. Like, his hand is in there quite clearly. I was unsure at first, so I'm not going to go too hard on him. But he has been really poor throughout the game, and this is just another thing. 9.5 minutes to go here. My biggest piece of advice for you, Shane, move on, man. Read the room. Just move on. Watch the game. Simple as that, man. Stop continuously asking the same question that I've obviously ignored right now. Just get involved in the game. People get really bought into this timeout shit. Forget the timeout. There's a reason for that. Move past it. Watch the game. I'm not here to babysit anyone in regards to, why was I timed out? Like, guys, read the room, man. There's a reason why moderators time you out here in the chat. Just move on from it. Watch the game. Enjoy the game. It's all a bit of fun. Have a bit of a laugh. Like, it's the reason why people get timed out is because you're doing something. It doesn't just happen for absolutely no reason. And that goes for quite literally everybody. It's not anybody individual. So... It's really not rocket science, though. Like, it's not that difficult to fathom. It's not all about you, man. Like, there is a lot of people here. We're just trying to watch the footy, dude. Fit tackler at the 35. And Casey's getting timed out because you're an idiot. I'm timing you out myself. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. It makes you feel better, Shane. I'll get you to get timed out. You're not alone. Yeah, no, I'm timing you out. Well, Mitchell timed you out. It's 6 again, mate, timed you out. Everyone's timed you out. Simon says the next try will win. Yeah, right. Well, there's still 8.5 minutes to go here. It's a 4-point game. Cowboys could still win this game. I said the next try, I believe, could definitely win this game, yeah. And the Cowboys could still definitely win this game. It's 18-14, bro. You're circle jerking as if like it's not possible when it's only a 4-point game with 8 minutes to go. Cowboys at the ball. Okay. Shane, here you go. I'll do this timeout for you. Here's your simple answer, all right? Bro, read the room, man. Fuck me. Read the room, please, dude. Like, please use your brain and read the room, dude. Third tackle now for the Cowboys at the 50. Cowboys are away here. Cowboys are away. Jake Clifford's at the 40 on third tackle. Yeah, Jess is bye-bye, Shane. Shane, really simple stuff, bro. Read the room. I timed you out myself there just so that you know that. I'm not going to give you an answer for it because you should be able to understand why. Fourth tackle now at the 28. Simple as that. So fourth tackle here at the 25, and they're going to get this ball to the 20. They get Scott Drinkwater. Scott Drinkwater now gets away. Still going here. Fit then means away. Fit tackle. Also, mind you, I tipped Manly in this game. And they kick this ball through. That's the 7 tackle set coming up for Manly. 16 mate says, Shane, honestly, you're lucky it's not a 24-hour timeout. Oh, he's annoying me so much at the moment that he's lucky longer. How many says lazy defense from Manly the second half? Yeah, it's not been great from Manly the second half. It's just amazing that you've got a hero saying, oh, well, you said that whoever scores next will win. Like, bro, it's 7 minutes to go. It's still game on. And again, I tipped Manly, but it's just that the Cowboys could absolutely still win this game, and they were the team that scored next. They're in the game. It's 4 points the difference, man. Get your pants back on. Keep your pants on, Simon. First tackle now at the 40. And even if it's wrong, I don't care. Even if it's incorrect and Manly win, I correctly predicted the game from the start and said Manly will win this one in a close 1-12. Magenta says your videos of maybe getting to the NRL, although I don't know who to support. Just watch and you'll just know, man. I won't tell you who to support. Nobody here can tell you who to support. You'll just know. Penalty to Manly though. Penalty to Manly. And they should get this ball to about the 35-30. Yeah, people will tell you, support this team and support my team and all this sort of stuff. And it's just like, I'll just tell you, support who you want to. You'll understand who gets you going the more you do watch it. Wait, let me guess. It's my fault Shane's doing my head in and not his. It's everybody else's fault. So Manly now will get this ball to the 30 on first tackle. It's going to turn a new leaf lately, bless him. Second tackle here at the 20. And lost ball there from Manly, and Ruben Cotter now gets this ball here to the 30 on 0 tackle. 5 minutes 40 to go. Levi's is Manly trying hard not to get win number 1,000. They're making it difficult for themselves right now. They're making it difficult for themselves. Oh no, Mitchell Wood did his hammy again, did he? Oh, lag, and that's so unfortunate for the Dogs. Redid his hammy. Yikes. That's the biggest issue there. God bless him. Unfortunately, Mitchell Woods, it's not him done, but like the injuries will start to become a real serious roadblock to him getting an NRL start. Jason Tamalolo, he gets that ball through to the 30, to the 25. Fourth tackle now for the Cowboys. Jason Tamalolo rolls it back. They give it across to Jake Clifford. Clifford now to Purdue, Drinkwater to nobody, to Grassy McGrath, and Braden Burns now is at the 30. Dan says just sub because of Shane's legendary whinge. Mate, that's what this channel is, man. Get around. Appreciate if you're subscribing. And Manly will catch this ball at 13 on first tackle. We've got Titan Storm after this too, guys. But it's like we've gone through just an absolute shithouse weekend of rugby league, by the way. Second tackle of Manly at 15. So we've gone and we've sat through Tigers Warriors. We've sat through Sharks Dolphins 66-0. We've sat through whatever the hell that 40-14 Bulldogs Raiders game was. The Roosters Eels was just so poor at 28-12, but really it was like 28-6. And then you've got to today, at the very least, the final 20 of that night's Rabbitohs game was exciting, but the first 60 was awful. This game has been a slog, but it's only a 4-point game, so at least it's close. But it's been such like a long weekend. And then we've got someone saying, why didn't I get time now? Man, just let me get through the weekend, please. I'm going to deal with the Titans in the next game. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to deal with my own team disappointing me in the next game too. I'm going to lose my mind here. It's gonna be Cowboys ball at the 25. I'm not reading that one out. So Cowboys will be at the 20 on their own side of the field. I don't know what Aura's saying right now. I don't know what's happening there by Aura X. It's that time of the week, isn't it? So first tackle now for the Cowboys at their own 25. 3 minutes to go to the game. It's only 4 points. Whoever wins this game will go into 6th position. Whoever loses it will be in 9th. Actually, no, sorry. The Cowboys will not go above the Dolphins, and they will not go above the Rabbitohs. So they would actually go to 8th position. The Cowboys will be at the 44. Manly would be in 9th, though. Cowboys would be in 8th. Jake Clifford gets his ball to the 35. He gets away nearly. Offloads it. Drinkwater throws it back. Cowboys to the 20. Sonny, taken down to the 25th tackle. Last chance here. They'll have one more set, but last chance this set. 5th tackle. Clifford offloads it. Drinkwater kicks it through. Hey, baby. Ooh. I want to know where you are, Simon Christie. Bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Hey, baby, hero, give me another comment again about what we're watching. Cowboys with a try time. 18-18 with a kid to come. 18-18 with a kid to come. And Manly, for some reason, they've just thrown this away out of nowhere. Oh, boy. I just want to see this bunker. They called 6 again anyway. Wow, Simon Christie, the Oracle. How you feeling, Simon Christie? Yeah, right. How's your yeah, right going now, big fella? 18-18 with a kid to come. 2 minutes, 16 to go to game. Try confirmed. Here's some advice to you, Shane. Skip the next game. That goes for you. So the NRL just gave Jai Arrow a jersey, cutting quarters of all 4 teams he played for. First time I've actually seen someone remember he actually played for the Titans, despite that was his best form. Yeah, that was his best form with the Titans. Dan says, snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, absolutely sensational. Still 2 minutes to go here, but geez, Manly, I can't believe they've thrown this game away. I can't believe Manly threw this game away. Like, Cowboys were not good today, but yet they're still going to find a way to beat Manly. Manly's form at this point of the season, though, has just been awful. So thank you, Aura Rex, for telling everybody the score and the try score and the times and all that type of stuff. So just to remind you, like, I'm here, like, I exist, I'm not AI. So that's exactly what I'm here for, to tell people what the score is and who scored it. And it was Ruben Cotter, and we're in the 79th minute right now. So it's all good, bro. I got this, man. Yeah. Thank you, Aura. All right, well, Ken, Jake Clifford get the kick here, and he will... Ah! He's missed the kick! Ah! He's missed the kick! Oh, what a shambles! What a shambles! Jake Clifford, he's missed the kick. We're basically in front, so it's 18-18. Oh, you are serious, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh. By the way, Manly have missed 3 conversions in this game themselves. Oh, what a shit show. So Cowboys will get this ball. We might be got extra time here, lads. And Thomas McKayle's going to bring this ball to the 15 on first tackle. And they go out to the right-hand side, and Braden Burns gets smacked to the 25, second tackle. And they give it out to the left to Hillam Lukey, and Lukey will now be at the 35 on third tackle. Tanner doesn't miss there, will he? Tanner doesn't miss. Don't know what you're talking about. Jason Tamalolo to the 42 on fourth tackle. Can they get a 2-point field goal here? Because that's where they're going to have to take it from. They're at the 45. He gets the offload away. They go to the left to Scott Drinkwater. Drinkwater here gives it underneath to Jeremiah Nene. They're going to be at the 42, at the 40. They're going to have to go for a 2-point field goal here. It's a long way out. 48 metres away. Jake Clifford. No chance. Manly will be able to let it go dead. And that, my friends, is going to be Us going to extra time. We're going extra time. Steve says, is this match rigged? I don't know who for. I don't know who for because neither team wants to win it right now. I'm just trying to figure out how Ashley Klein fits into this and how I can blame him for this shit show. Ashley Klein exists, you can always blame him. Chris Butler also exists, you can also blame him. Peter Goff's had an awful game today. But we go to extra time, folks. We will be going to extra time here. It's 18-18. What a time to be alive here, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to be alive. This game is giving Morocco versus Netherlands. This will be our third golden point. We haven't won any so far. Wrong. You beat the Raiders 29-28. No, you lost to the Raiders 29-28 in round one, actually. You're right. You're right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, you can always blame Ashley Klein, mate, but it is full time here, guys. I actually have to go and update that Titan stream because that was meant to start in 3 minutes' time. But obviously we cannot go live in 3 minutes' time for that because we are still currently right here, son. We are still currently right here, baby. We got a rip snorter of a finish coming up here. Oh, draw. Let's have a look at what happens with a draw, by the way. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to go change that time so that it's 10 minutes later. I usually like to have a nice little break, but no, screw me, NRL. We'll just give me a bloody long old weekend here with no break in between games. All right, so that's sorted. So let's have a look at the ladder here. So if this is a draw, by the way, then if you're Dolphins or Rabbitohs, you would be shit scared. You would be shit scared. Manly, this would be your worst. This is your worst possible scenario a draw because your points differential is very good. Your worst possible scenario is a draw. All right, extra time coming on up here, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know who you think wins in the chat. Steve says, put Manly on scam. Yeah, there's a chance they do go on scam, actually. Levin says, let Olaquatu go for field goal. They'd never see it coming. X-Factor says, at least this game is entertaining other than some of the others that have played out. The very least today is saving us because yesterday all 3 games were awful, but at least the Sharks were incredible to watch on an individual level, but the games across yesterday were awful. Tigers, Warriors made me sick. Today, we've at least seen a close game go down to the wire between Knights and Rabbitohs, and we've seen a game of extra time here, Manly Cowboys 18-18, and then we see the Titans win by 700 in the next game. So it's a fantastic day. Fantastic day. But Manly, grab this ball at the 5 in golden points. For people who don't know this, golden point means whoever scores first wins. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. We usually average at least 1 draw per year. We usually average just the 1 draw per year. So we haven't had a draw this year yet. We haven't had a draw this year yet. Manly losing isn't a scam because at least they went to extra time. Wrong, Magenta. They lost to the Eels last week. They lost to the Bulldogs a couple of weeks ago. If they go and lose to the Cowboys here, bada bang, 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 bada boom, 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 skip. Forward tackle now at the 25. Forward tackle at the 25. And they go out to the left to Taniela Paseka, and he'll bring it to the 35 now, fit tackle. Manly have been playing golf with Gary the second half. Yeah, it makes sense. And they're going to kick this ball down to about the 20. Kicks good, kicks bounce, and still goes to the 5. And they bring it now to the 15, to the 20, and it'll be Braden Burns. Just don't make a mistake. Extra time is always about just not making an error. Oh, lucky not to get a 6 again there. Lucky. Davis, Cowboys had draw last year with the Panthers. Yeah, they did. Yeah, the Cowboys last year had a draw with the Panthers. We haven't had a draw this season so far. Bulldogs, we should have had a draw between you and the Dragons in round 1, but there was obviously a lot of controversy there. Cowboys are all over them right now. They're away. They're away. Oh, he's taken out of the 35. They've got a chance to kick a field goal there. They're going to be in a great position. Just move the ball into the middle of the park. Move the ball in the middle of the park. Move the ball in the middle. Take the tackle. Field goal, Drinkwater, surely. Field goal, Drinkwater. 20 metres out there, back at the 35 for Drinkwater. They're going to have to rush up here. Manly. Cowboys, Drinkwater. He's gone for it. He has. He's got it. He has got it. And Manly, oh, Manly, you will be going from fraud alert onto scam. Oh, no. Oh, no. Scam. You are on Scam Amundos there, baby. Dolphins and Manly, you're both there. But the thing is, Manly, is that you are about to go from 8th to 9th. And Cowboys, you go into the top 8 here. Oh, boy, Cowboys, they come out of nowhere. Manly fell asleep in the second half. They should have had that game won, man. They should have had that game won, but they will lose. We've got a couple of scams there at the bottom of the table over on that side, but wowee, Manly. I don't know how you lost that game, but the Cowboys, they find a way to get it, and they will go into 8 positions. The Cowboys, you found your way into the top 8 now. Oh, Manly, what the hell, dude? Jamal Fogarty had such an awful game. It was a good kid. Everyone's got his drink water. But, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to see you in 8 minutes' time for the final game of the weekend, which is the Gold Coast Titans travelling down, take on the Melbourne Storm. You guys know what that's going to be like. I'm crazy, man. I'm exhausted, but yet we've got to punch through my own team, and supporting my own team probably disappoint me when they only win by 4 million rather than 7 million. But hit that thumbs up button, subscribe when you're around here. I'll be live in 8 minutes time for that game. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. Manly scam. Oh, massive scam. Oh, massive scam.